Hey friends, Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my best of beauty 2017. Now last year I did do a best of 2017. I think I did the year before as well. And this year I'm going to be doing a best of beauty and then doing a best of 2017. So I'm going to be doing two separate videos. This is going to be all my makeup, skincare, hair care, nail polish favorites, perfume, and all that kind of fun stuff. This is going to be all the beauty stuff. And then my next video or the video I post on Friday, I have no idea what order these are going to go in. That will be the best of 2017 videos. So that's why they're two favorites videos this year. I just couldn't narrow everything down in one video, so I wanted to do two separate videos. I feel like this will be shorter that way and it'll just be easier that way. Now I don't want this intro to be too rambly. It probably already has, but let's just get right into my 2017 beauty favorites. So first I'm going to start off with skincare, and I did narrow all these products down to the top favorites. I don't want to have too many favorites, of course, just because I want to really narrow it down and give you my true total favorites of 2017. So the first would have to be a cleanser that I did start using this year, and this is such a basic cleanser. I feel like everybody knows this, and that would be Cetaphil and everything. I started using Cetaphil this year just because I wanted to use something more simple and everything. Now the ingredients in this, I guess people say, aren't the best. It's not great for your skin, but it's dermatologist tested. All doctors say, oh yeah, I use Cetaphil. So I use Cetaphil and everything like that, and I really like it just because it's such simple. It's just a simple almost milky cleanser, and with being on Accutane and with just not trying to freak my skin out by trying too many products, I like to use this. I've been using this since I think maybe June or July. I don't know. I've been using this for half of the year, I guess, but I really do enjoy it and I find it to be a 2017 favorite. I believe, mention my last cleanser in last year's favorite, at least I think I did, but that would be Purity. That was also a cleanser I used this year. It's also a great cleanser, but I don't currently have it on hand, and also I love this just as much as that. Then I have two masks that I feel like were such a help in 2017, and that would be these two from L'Oreal. So the first one is the Pure Clay Charcoal Mask from L'Oreal. So I'm going to show you what the mask looks like. This is actually great packaging for L'Oreal. It's very fancy, but L'Oreal I feel like is the Estee Lauder of the drugstore. I don't know. It's the fancy brand of the drugstore, I feel like. So yeah, you just take off that lid thing. This is what the mask looks like without pouring it out. It's just a nice charcoal mask. It really clears up your skin. This is very comparable to Glam Glow. I link a video down below that compares this to Glam Glow. It is such a great video, just so you know. And also I just love this mask. So comparable to Glam Glow. It looks exactly the same on your face. This one smells better, and this one also I feel like is better for your skin. I feel like Glam Glow, so shocker, has some bad ingredients in it. I love this mask. It's such a great mask. It really dries up your impurities and just really gets them up to the surface, and I just love this mask. It really just, is helpful for your skin. And the second one I love from them is their red clay or pink clay, I don't know what they call this mask, and this is part of their Pure Clay line as well. So this is a more of an exfoliating mask. I did a video comparing this to the Origins pink clay mask. I forget what it's called. I'll have it on the screen, but I have a video comparing these two though, so I definitely check that out if I were you. I love that video. So yeah, this is an exfoliating mask. So basically it has little beads in it and everything. This is what it looks like. You just put this on your skin and you let it sit on for 10 minutes, and then when you wash it off, you just rub it in to exfoliate your skin, and that's how you get it off. And it's such a great mask. It really exfoliates your skin. It's very gentle for your skin. It's just a very nice mask, and the color is a peachy color compared to the Origins one, but I think they're very comparable and I like them both the same. Okay, so I forgot to mention this with my skincare favorites, so I'm gonna quickly just mention this. So this is from Rhada Beauty, and this is their rosehip oil. I've used up this much of it. It is such a great oil. It just looks like that and everything. I love this oil. It is literally so moisturizing. It can also help with acne scars if you're struggling with that. I know I am, but I use it mostly for the moisturization, especially these last 2 months starting Accutane to keep my skin hydrated. But I also used this last winter, earlier in 2017, for moisture. I've also used it in the summer. I really use this to its core. I've used this so much. It's an oil, so basically what you do is you just pick a little bit up and then you put it on your face. That's kind of what it looks like. Has a dropper and all that kind of fun stuff, and this is just such a great oil. I love this oil. It is so amazing, so great. So I forgot to mention this, so I'm just going to give you a quick close-up of it and just show you this and talk about it very quickly. Agave. So this is the Ultra Repair Cream, and I've been loving this year. It's really helped my skin as it's been dry in the winter, and then it's also just been a great moisturizer for night. I love this because it has intense hydration, like it says. It really hydrates your skin. It really like plumps it up, and it just makes it so hydrated, which I love, and a little goes a long way. It's a very thick like cream moisturizer kind of thing, and I love this. It is so nice, just so great. I really do love it. I just love this. So amazing. Feels very nice on your skin, and it's just such a great moisturizer. So my last skincare favorite would definitely be my Beauty Agave List Mask. It just looks like that. I love this stuff. So basically what it is, it's like a little, like, I guess like lip mask, lip balm thing. You just squeeze up a little bit of product and then you put it on your lips, and it's supposed to hydrate them so well. I love this. I've been using this for maybe the past 3 months, so I'd really call it favorite for this year, and it just works so well, better than any other lip balm. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to makeup and everything. I have a bunch of different products that I've narrowed down, like I said. So first, starting off with primer, I'm gonna talk about a couple that I don't have on hand right now, but I did want to mention because I love them in 2017. So the first one is from N Wild, and this is the N Wild Photofocus primer. I love this primer. It's definitely great for oily or combo oily skin, and maybe even normal skin if you do have normal skin. I loved this primer when my skin was oily. It was just such a great like primer. It really just, it smoothed out my face. It kind of smoothed away any pores, and it just kept me matte all day. It was a great primer. It felt very nice on my face. I definitely have some videos using it, so if you just type in like Katiexobeauty and then you type in N Wild Photofocus primer, any videos where I'm using it will pop right up. It's just a very nice primer for a very affordable price. I believe it's under $5, which is great. And then another primer that I loved was actually a moisturizer and a primer, and this one First Day Videos, their Smoothie Coconut Primer, which I love. Not gonna lie, my mom still has it, and sometimes I steal it from time to time because I love it that much and I ran out. And I don't need to purchase it right now because I have so much, but also I want to because it's such an amazing product. Like, it's so amazing. Yeah, it's just such a great, you know, primer moisturizer. It just makes your skin have that glow, but it also moisturizes, primes in all one step, so you don't have to use a primer over it. But sometimes I would. It's just a great, you know, primer moisturizer. Really moisturizes the skin. I loved it with oily skin, and I would probably still love it with dry skin. So the last primer I'm loving for this year is from Becca. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I love this primer. It's a purple primer. I definitely have videos using this as well, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. And yeah, so it's just a purpley primer. You just put this on your face. It gives you a subtle glow, but it's great for oily skin. I find with dry skin, I was kind of not making my skin as hydrated as I would like, so I stopped using it, but I do think it's a great primer. It's purple. It blends into this beautiful like sheen on your skin. You put foundation over it, it looks amazing. It's great for oily skin. I love it, and it's just such a great, you know, primer. I definitely just use it as primer. I don't like squirt it into my foundation, but I did do that sometimes this year as well. It's so amazing. Okay, so then I have a few foundations that I have been loving for this year. A couple, again, I'm just gonna mention because I did find that I love them, but I don't have them on hand right now. The first one was a BB cream that looked like a medium coverage foundation, and that was the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I love this. I did a first impression on that, so I will link that up above and down below for you. It was such a nice product. It was so amazing and kept your skin matte, but also gave you great coverage. I did mention it also in Empties video, so I'll also link that video. But yeah, I did enjoy it for the year. I repurchased it, I think 2 or 3 times. I really loved it. It was great. It was just that product that I just loved. It really kept my oily skin at bay, which I loved. So then the second one that I'm just gonna give a little honorable mention is the L'Oreal Total Cover. With my very oily skin, I love this. It was a thicker foundation, but I found it to be air light. It didn't really feel like much on my skin. It blended beautifully with a sponge and also a brush, which I loved. It was just one of those products. It was so amazing. It was great. It just felt nice on my skin. Now the last foundation that I have to mention, I used for about like 3 or 4 months. I used this for a very long time, and I love this foundation. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte. I love this to keep my oily skin at bay. It was just amazing foundation for that. It kind of reminds me of the L'Oreal Total Cover because they're both like thicker foundations, but they blend to be very air light. This kept me pretty matte, which I loved. It didn't really separate all too much. Like it did, like obviously when you're getting to 11, 12 hours, but normally when I'm in school, I don't really keep my makeup on that long. I honestly, like, sometimes I would like get home after dinner, take off my makeup and be like, yeah, I'm going to bed. I'm sorry. But yeah, yeah, I love this foundation. It's airlight, like I said, and then it just blends beautifully with a brush or sponge. And I haven't been using this obviously since my skin is dry right now, but with my oily skin, it was great. And definitely if you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend this. So now let's talk about concealer favorites. I actually only have one, and I'm pretty sure you know what it is because this concealer blew up, and that is the Tarte Shapetape. This is what it looks like and everything. I love this concealer. It has the biggest doe foot applicator, which is always great to get under your eyes and just highlight the center of your face. I do have mine in the shade Light here, and I love this concealer. It blew up the world. Everybody was like raving about this the whole year. It was just so loved and everything. Like everybody loved it. Everybody was like, yup, this is the greatest concealer of life. And it truly is. It really just brightens up your face. It brightens up everything. It blends beautifully. Some might say it's really heavy, but I don't find it is. You literally need the littlest bit with this concealer. You don't need a lot. With this concealer, you kind of apply a lot, but also I find it blends beautifully. It doesn't really crease on me, which is great. A lot of things don't crease on me though, so I don't know if I'm like a good test subject, but I found this to be such a great concealer, and I would still recommend it throughout 2018. I would recommend it now. So my favorite powder for 2017, I don't really have many. It's kind of hard for me to find a good powder that I love. So one that I found that I absolutely love, that I find that is actually transparent, is this. This is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact. I love this powder. It is the most beautiful powder you've ever seen. It blends just so beautifully on the skin. I'm not wearing it on my face today. A lot of times I like to use it under my eyes just because it's so beautiful under your eyes, and also it's great on your face if you want to like get rid of any shine on your face. I don't use it a lot right now unless it's under my eyes, just because I do have dry skin and I don't really like to use anything too drying on my skin because I don't want my skin to dry up. That's never fun, but I did really enjoy this when I had oily skin. So next I'm going to talk about my favorite contour palette and just favorite face palette. So this is my favorite palette that I discovered this year. This is the Profushion Contour Palette. This is the best contour palette for an affordable price. I believe this was only like $3.99, which is amazing. I believe I hauled it, so I'll try to find that video and link it down below for you. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I love all of these like shades and everything. The yellow shade is my favorite. Of course, I've panned it the most. The peach shade is also great to mix. I love the contour shades. The shades I likely use are the lightest one, and then this one mixed. And I never really used this color, but it's great to fill in your brows. I've done that a couple times when I was like in a fix, you know? And yeah, I just love this palette. They blend beautifully. They are beautiful. They just really brighten up your skin. Like these light powders brighten up your skin, and the contours are just great to contour your face. I didn't use it for my bronzer today, but I do really like it and everything, and I do think it is such a nice contour palette, especially for an affordable price. I found mine at TJ Maxx. So next I have some highlights and blush. I'll start off with the blush. So my favorite blushes for this year would definitely be Tarte blushes. I've tried their blushes before, but I really fell in love with them more this year. The color that I have is called Risque. I love this color. It is so pretty. It is one of my favorite blushes of all time. Honestly, it's just this rosy color that I have here. I have it on my cheeks today. I love this color. I wear it a lot, and I love applying it with my e.l.f. stipple brush, my large stipple brush. It is amazing that way. It's just this nice, like, you know, warm blush, which I love, and it just gives you that perfect flush to your cheeks. It's not like too intense. This is, I think, a nudie rose, I believe it's described as. I love this blush. So then for highlight, I have a Tarte highlight, and then I also have the Smashbox and Casey Holmes highlight. So I'll talk about the Tarte first. So I do have two of these, but this one has to be my ultimate favorite, and this is the Tarte Exposed highlight. I really love this. It is such a beautiful highlight. It just looks like that. It's like a nudie gold color, which I love. So beautiful. It is literally the prettiest highlight ever, honestly. It just looks like that. Like I said, it's like a nude glow kind of color, and I love it. It's so perfect, like on your cheeks and everything. It is such a great highlight. So then I have the Smashbox and Casey Holmes collaboration little highlighting palette that came out this year. I love this palette. It is so amazing. When it came out, I was so happy because first of all, I love Casey. She's like one of my favorite YouTubers, has been for a few years now. And I just love this little palette. So you get 3 shades. So you have Turn On Pearl, which is the lightest shade, Crank It Up Pearl, which is the middle shade, and then the last shade, which is Blow Fuse Pearl. The last 2 shades have more of an intense look to them, which I love. Honestly, I just mix these most of the time, so I'm going to show you what they look like mixed. So that's them mixed. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I love this palette. It is such a great palette, and it's just great if you want a nice glow, and I would definitely recommend this this. Now they won't have Casey's face on it anymore because I know that Smashbox did put this in their permanent collection, but not like as a collaboration, I don't think. But to me, it'll always be Casey's like highlights, so I'm always gonna call it that. Okay, so now I'm gonna mention some palettes that I've loved this year. So the first one I've loved for I think about 4 months or maybe 5 months. I think it's been 4 though. And that is the Tarte and Bloom palette. I love the palette. I just got the Toasted palette and I'm obsessed with that as well. I think all their Tartelette palettes are amazing. So this is what it looks like. It's just this nice cool toned palette. I love all the shades. I love how there's nice pinks and reds in there. And then you have just such beautiful shades. So many beautiful shades. I love this palette so much. It's just such a pretty palette. I love the packaging of it, of course. Like the outer packaging is gorgeous. The colors are nice cool tones, but they're so gorgeous and I just love all of them. I love Firecracker, which is that one. They're so pigmented. Rebel's a nice matte, just looks like that reddish brown. Sweetheart's also a great color. I don't use it all too much and I just love this palette. It's great for every day. I honestly these past 4 months I've used this a lot, which is why I had to mention this in this video. So this is another favorite palette that I've been loving for this year and I've had this since August and I love this. I love this better than the original even. And this is the Beauty Cosmetics Carly Bible Deluxe palette. I love this palette. You get 11 original shades and 10 new shades and you get a bunch of highlighters and eyeshadows and everything like that. So might as well just show you the inner packaging now. So yeah, I love this palette. You get a bunch of highlighters, but you'll also get a bunch of eyeshadows. I love the style of this palette. I love the icy purple. It's like one of my favorite colors. I also love the kind of peachy shades, which is kind of surprising because I'm not a super fan of peach. And then you have just the basic neutrals that are in the other palette. I believe this whole row is in the other palette and maybe that shade, I'm not really sure. And then you have more highlighters, which I love. I love a good highlight, and these highlights are so intense. They are great. I love this palette for the highlighters, but also of course the eyeshadow is such a pretty palette. It's great for a beginner if you want to play around with makeup but you want to like have something that's not too complex for you. I think this is a great palette for that and it's just so beautiful. And then the last palette that I'm going to mention is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I've had this for a few months and I feel like it is a total favorite. Even after using it for like 2 to 3 times, I was like, yup, this is a favorite. This is a need. I love this. Like it is so amazing, so great. The names on this one are on the back. This is the Ulta version of the palette. This is the one they made for Ulta instead of the one they have in Morphe, and I like the quality of this one better. It's more shiny and it has that like laminate effect to it. So definitely if you're gonna get this palette, go through Ulta, not Morphe. But besides the point, this is what the palette looks like. It is a gorgeous palette. I know Jaclyn worked on it for a very long time and it is such a beautiful palette. You can really tell how much work she put in it. There's just so many unique colors in here, but there are also some basic colors in here which I love. These are so gorgeous. They blend beautifully. They are so like firmly packed that you get the best pigmentation with just dipping your brush in once. Like you can literally do the subtlest dip into your palette and you really get that pigmentation, which I love. And they're just such pretty colors. I love the color coordinations of this palette. It's not boring, which I love. I forgot one eyeshadow palette that I feel like was great for 2017, so I had to come back on here and kind of just give you a close-up of it and like show you this. So this is the ColourPop single eyeshadows and this is all the ones that I do own, and these just really were great this year. These came out and everybody was raving about them, so I had to try them as well. I have 8 of them, so I'll just quickly show you them, but I'm going to show you my favorites as well. First one I have is called Firefly and it just looks like this. It's just a nice matte white color, like it's a cream color. I don't think you can see it, maybe slightly, but it's just a nice like color to set your lid with. So another color that I love is Note to Self, and this is like a warm orangey brown color. It just looks like that. It's just a nice beautiful warm orangey brown color, which I love. I love putting this in the crease and outer corner. It's just such a great like, you know, crease color. This one is Bel Air and this one is just your typical matte caramely color, like a caramely brown. I love this in the crease. It just defines it. This one is called Liar Liar and it's just a nice like color for your inner corners. That's it, and I love that color as well. And then the last two I'm just going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about every single one just because we'll be here forever and I don't want this video to be longer than it already is. This is Ringer and this one is like a, you know, nudie kind of color, like a champagne-ish color, and it looks like that. I love that color. So gorgeous, so beautiful. Love it. Looks great on the lid. I love it. And then the last color that I love is High Strung. That is also a very very gorgeous color. It's almost like a bronzy, purpley, pink color, which I love. Looks so beautiful on the lid. I love these eyeshadows just because they're very creamy. They just blend very well, and they're just the most pigmented shadows I've ever tried. So yeah, I love all these little single eyeshadows from ColourPop. They are great. Okay, so now on to my favorite brow gel. I don't think I mentioned this in last year's video, which I don't know why, because like this is amazing. So this is my favorite brow gel for the year. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. Now I know they pulled this off their shelves because somebody decided to put this on their eye. I'm sorry, but that is so stupid. Like, why would you do that? This is such a great brow gel. You can really get into your brows. It's really small, so you can really like fill them in easier. I use this to make my eyebrows look thicker, but also to fill them in. I think it's perfect for that. It's really small, so you can really get on your brow. You don't really mess up with this, I don't find. And I will be getting the Essence next just because this is out of stock when I need a new one. But if it's in stock, I don't think I'll still get it. I think I want to go for a more affordable option just because I've heard so many good things about the Essence, so I want to test that out. I actually told my mom to get it recently. But yeah, I love this eyebrow gel. It's just great to get in your brows. It is great to fill them in and just give them more thickness. Okay, so I have two favorite mascaras. First one will just be an honorable mention, and that is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. I've tried so many mascaras this year, and that one was definitely a favorite. I think I did a first impression or a review or something like that, which I will link, and I just loved it. Like, that was just such a great mascara. It's very comparable to the Better Than Sex by Too Faced. It is such a great mascara. It really gave like length and thickness to my lashes, which I love. Loved several L'Oreal mascaras that I've tried. I think I've only tried two, but I've loved the two that I've tried. And that was just such a nice mascara. It really just worked very well for my lashes, and I loved it. And then my other favorite mascara for the year, I feel like is a very like high favorite, like it's way up there, and that is the Tarte mascara and everything. This is what it looks like. I love the packaging of this. It just has that like nice packaging, and I love the wand of this. It's also a great wand. It's just a nice big wand. You can really get in your lashes, really volumize them. I find this very volumizing but also lengthening. It looks so nice on my lashes. I've used this in several videos. This is kind of out right now, but this is like my mascara. But yeah, I love this mascara just because it adds so much thickness to my lashes, but also it's like a great mascara. It just adds length and thickness. Love that. I use this up, but maybe I'll get another sometime soon. Okay, so now onto lippies. I only have like 3 favorites just because I tried to really narrow it down, and these are the 3 that came to mind. So the first one is from Benefit. It's a sample, and this is the Benefit Double Lid Lip. I got this when I subscribed to Birchbox, and mine is in the shade Lusty Rose. It just looks like this and everything. It's just a nice pink kind of with mauve kind of color. That's what it looks like. It's just that nice pinky rose color, which I love. I have this on my lips today. I think it's a very nice, it kind of dries down to a matte, but when you first apply it, it's very creamy, which I love. I love something that's very creamy on your lips, and it gives you that nice color, which I love. It gives you that nice like mix of colors, which I love, and it's great because you don't need a lip liner or anything like that, which I love about this. The next lipstick that I do love is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline, I believe this is their like nudes, like the creamy nudes, matte nudes stuff. This is 565 Almond Rose. I love this color. It is so beautiful. It's like, it's a rosy color, which I love. I love a good old rose, just a nice nudie rose. I love that. It's so pretty. Like, it's so beautiful. I love it. It's just so natural for every day. I love this. It's my everyday lipstick, and I actually prefer a regular lipstick than a liquid lipstick just because they feel very nice on your lips. Just great for like, you know, everyday use, and they're just great to throw in your purse. So I love this lipstick. It's one of my favorites. So lastly, I had to mention a lip gloss, and this one I've loved since the beginning of the year, and this is the Aquarius lip gloss from ColourPop. It looks like that. I love the color. It kind of reminds me of the lipstick. It's just a nice kind of like nude rose color. I don't know, but I love this lip gloss. It's part of Kathleen Light's Aquarius collection that she did this past year, and I love it. It's just such a nice lip gloss, and I love ColourPop lip glosses. I want to use more, and I think in 2018 I want to do like a what I want to buy from ColourPop this year video, or my ColourPop wish list or something like that. And I really want to try more of the lip glosses because they're the most comfortable lip glosses ever. They almost feel like a lip cream, which I love, and it just feels very nice on your lips. Very moisturizing, very nice. I just love them so much. So that's it for lip products, and now I'm going to go into my favorite setting spray. So I discovered this setting spray this year, and I will never go back, and that is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is a 16-hour wear setting spray. I love this. I realized that like Urban Decay setting sprays really don't help out my makeup. Like they really don't work for my makeup, honestly. Like I don't find they actually last, but this one lasts so long. Like I feel like it lasts a long time, and I don't wear my makeup for 16 hours, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, it's just such a nice setting spray. It's a really fine mist, which I love, and you can get this from the drugstore. It's about $9. I usually pick this up from Walmart. I actually bought this online at Ulta because they do have Milani online if you go on their website, and I just love this so much. So lastly, I'm just going to mention a few hair care products. I don't have very many. So the first one is the Marrakesh oil. This is an argan and hemp oil treatment. I got this in a FabFitFun box. My mom gets some, and then sometimes she gives me products from them. Thanks, Mom. And I love this, and I thought it was expensive when I mentioned this in a favorites video earlier this year, but I guess it's not that expensive. You can get it from Walmart, not that expensive. It just looks like this, and it's a nice hair oil. You just put this at the ends of your hair, and it just gives it that nice shine. I usually do this when it's wet and either air dry it or blow dry it like within a few hours. I love it. It's such a nice like oil. It's so great. I love it for my hair. So then another hair product that I love is from Briogeo, and this is their Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. There's no sulfates, no silicones, and no parabens in this. I'll actually spray in my hair now. So you just spray it in your hair, and you can like, I guess, go like this. But yeah, I love this spray. It smells so good, but also like, you know, heat protects your hair if you're gonna straighten it. It just makes it feel nice, and it's just such a nice like hair product, which I love. So lastly, I'm gonna mention a few nail polishes. I love this one Essie nail polish, but I can't find it, but it's like a warm pink color. I'll try to find it and put it on the screen. And another favorite was Kale polish. Now I have their winter polishes, then I have the one limited edition polish they came out with, which is what I have on my list today. This is Das Expensive XXV, so 25 I think it is. And yeah, it just looks like that. Such pretty, so beautiful. I love this. It's like a silvery gold, which I love, and that wasn't limited edition, so I hate mentioning that in videos, but it is a favorite for me. And then another favorite is from Kale polish as well, and this is Zoe, which I love, which is in the permanent collection, so I can link that one. And I love this. It's just such nice mauve color, which I love. And I was thinking today these two would actually look good paired together, and I just love this. Such a pretty polish. It's so just, I don't know, I love it. I love mauve colors. Love them for the lips, love them for everywhere. Honestly, love mauve. Like it's probably one of my top 5 favorite colors now. And yeah, those are my favorite beauty products from 2017. I know this is a lot. I know this video is still long, and I know my other video will still be long. It's craziness. But yeah, I love everything that I mentioned. These are my top of the top line products. I love all of these, and these were my hit products for 2017. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below your favorite products for 2017. I would love to hear about it. I would love to hear about your favorites, because maybe that will be my 2018 favorites, or maybe they'll be a next month's favorites video. You never know what will happen, honestly. And please subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll be posting another favorites video for my random favorites and lifestyle favorites later this week. So definitely subscribe if you want to check that out, and just subscribe to see my face more, because why not? And hit that notification bell down below to be notified and all that kind of fun stuff. And Happy New Year. I can't believe it is the new year. I know I didn't talk about this in the beginning video, but that's just because I didn't want to ramble. But yeah, I can't believe it is 2018 and it's a new year. I can't believe it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.